For GDA in this co-wash project, our mandate was to develop an online household registry for the Metropolis. And this is part of a broader water and sanitation project being implemented by STMA.
The key motivation is that, as an assembly, all the data that we have are more of a projection and guesswork. And always when we need data, we just take about 10 years ago, 20 years ago, then make some projections.
It's better that assembly needs to change the way we do things. So in terms of that targeting people, vulnerable household for projects, we don't want to sit behind our books and decide who to select without backing it with data. But this particular aspect of the co-wash makes it comprehensive for us to get the basic household level data.
And to achieve that, we had to undertake a series of activities. First of all was a data collection phase, which we began in April and ended in June. To do that, we had to recruit field workers who would visit households and then collect data on households within the 31 low-income communities we have identified. So that was the first phase of the project.
I'm currently in Sekondi-Takoradi, but I have Asemensi do Ekwekuma also part of my team. As part of the survey, we talk to one responsible adult in every house, and then we ask them their demographic questions and then questions on water, sanitation and hygiene. Questions such as, do they store water for future use? The source of drinking water, their main source of drinking water, all under the water. And then for sanitation, do they have a washroom in the house or they go to a public one?
I'm the team lead for Team 12. So Team 12 is taking care of Nkotompo, Esaman, Ejamobekem, and Ekwasi. So right now we find ourselves in Nkotompo, specifically at Nkwanta. So Nkwanta is block 1. And then we have started interviewing our households, and then we ask households for basically their access to water and then the quality of water that they are accessing to. We are also asking households about their socio-economic status. We are also finding out from these very households their access to sanitation services and also their disposal of wastewater. And to end it, we will also find out about the use of hand washing facilities in the various households that we're talking about.
We also engaged traditional authorities. We engaged the community leaders, some opinion leaders, assemblymen, and some leaders in these communities. As we go around and take household data on the availability of water, toilets, and then hygiene facilities, it is important that we meet with the stakeholders and then inform them about the general overview of the project, and also take the opportunity to also solicit information from them regards to their general well-being and their need for water, toilet facilities, and hygiene facilities. So today, we are in European Town, one of the oldest communities within the Metropolis, to also engage with mainly the fisher folk.
I'm from Meradjo. I'm a man ejuma wahade. Na nsuwa sami ya din maya pa. Saya na yenya namde ya. Ya pension de bo ho nam no homa, nam no ye neat. Am obi so bato a we hu da nam no ye fe. We tum wa aton we kedi. Nsu no ya din mayan.
At the institutional level, we also met heads of institutions, so such as GES. We met the head of GES, the head of the Metro Health Directorate, and then other institutions that we needed to get information from. So it was a wide range of stakeholders we had to engage with, both at the data collection level and then at the validation level, to make sure that they were part of the process from the beginning to the end. The second part was to establish the registry, so get a website ready, upload the data, make sure that it is efficient, people can access it without lagging, and then deliver that finally to STMA.
STMA, over the past 8 years, has co-created 3 OGP action plans. And one significant feature that runs through all of these action plans is the inclusion of a commitment on sanitation. One other key deliverable was to develop a WASH online water and sanitation registry. Because as has been said by many, if you plan without data, you are only doing guesswork. So data was one key benchmark that we were targeting. That is why we are here this morning.
I want to quickly demonstrate how we can use the registry. This is for the household data. So let's say I'm an NGO and I'm interested in households without any toilet facilities. Look at the water, access to water and sanitation services, and then look at some of the information that is being displayed here. So this household has no toilets. In terms of access to water, it uses a public standpipe. And then you can also look at the demographic data. We collected information about the head of households' income levels. So if you are interested in the income levels of the household heads, you can use this information to categorize the households into their income groupings. So this is the health facilities data. Let's look at the health facilities without water. Let's look at the total, 12. So 12 facilities don't have water within Sekondi-Takoradi. This is how you can use the registry. I'll end here and then thank you for your attention.
Yeah, thank you, GDA. And I think this work is very, very important for us stakeholders gathered here, because it gives us a clear picture of what is on the ground.
In fact, it is disheartening to establish or to know that 52% of the citizenry rely on public toilet facilities. As a city, we should be gone about this.
You cannot talk about Oil City whilst people are using public toilets. And it's also not benefiting anybody if people begin to defecate outside. And it doesn't also give us the image or the branding for us to go worldwide. So I think this is an eye-opener of the gaps that we've seen and how we'll be able to plan and target intervention going forward 2025. So we know what to do and also how to package our intervention.
There are key issues within the metropolis. Even though Takoradi is supposed to be a metropolitan area, when it comes to water and sanitation, you see issues such as high as 80% of people relying on sachet water for drinking. So it was important that we launched this officially to the public.
This is something that we are all happy about, and with a click of a button, we know which communities or which schools or which government hospitals do not have access to water and toilet. And this is really a good data for us and an assembly to make the appropriate interventions to address the gap.
Sanitation officers try to use varied procedures or methods to get the service provided or done to the communities. And so with this data, we are going to use it to make sure that we are able to locate individual homes and make sure that we target our sanitation marketing campaigns to those homes and provide them with the services that they needed.
The data is not supposed to be static. As Global Development Associate has developed the household registry for us, we need to constantly update the household register daily, because as we speak now, people have changed their status.
This is a rare real-time data that we have collected from the flood. So making any policy informed decision is very important with data, and this is going to help the Assembly and other development partners. And it is the first of its kind. As we always say, the best come from the West. So we are going to build upon this so that we provide a target intervention for our people.
We went to Kontopo, and then people complained that some household toilet facilities were distributed. But interestingly, those who didn't need a facility rather got the support. But with this, we are giving NGOs and any funding agency direct access to people who actually need it. We think that this is a game changer.
Environmental Health Department will use the platform. Now we know that by a click of the button, we can know which homes have no household toilet facility. By a click of the button, we'll know which houses have no water, a good drinking source of water. So it's a very good platform that Environmental Health and Sanitation we are going to use. And we thank the OGP support unit.
Let me also advise our citizenry that we should have a behavioral change, because using the beaches as our toilet and all that doesn't help us as a city.
And we are also calling on development partners to also come in and help us, CSOs, and all corporate institutions that have corporate social responsibility. They can just go on to this online platform and they'll be able to target the beneficiary directly to access the information to help us, because all of us are in the era of development and all of us have a role to play.
We have achieved our goal under this component of the 3 contracts that were awarded under this multi-donor support trust fund, and they have really delivered what was expected of them, and now it's left with us as an assembly and all stakeholders to make good use of this data to provide interventions to address this challenge that we have in the water and sanitation sector.